In this video, I will explain how to use Newton's method in Excel. So let's jump right into an example. This says, use Newton's method to find the root of f of x equals x cubed plus 2x minus 5. Now, the idea with Newton's method is that we pick an initial value for x that we think might be the root. So we can call that x of n. To find the next best guess, x of n plus 1, we use this formula right here, where we take x of n and we subtract f of x of n, and then we divide by the first derivative of f of x of n. So for this particular example, I've shown what f of x is, and I've shown what the first derivative of f of x is. So we're going to use these two equations to figure out what the root of this function is. So in Excel, we're going to create 4 columns here, where the first column shows the iteration number of Newton's method. So for that, we can just type a 1. The next column shows the initial x value that we're going to choose. So this is a value that you get to choose. So for this example, I've just typed in a 1 as our initial x value. Then in the next column, we show the f of x value. So when we plug in a value of 1 for f of x, what do we get? So here's the formula that we can use for this particular example. We take the x value, we raise it to the third power, just like we do in the f of x equation here. Then we add 2 times that x value, and then we subtract 5. Then in this last column, we plug in the x value into the first derivative of the f of x function. So that formula is 3 times the x value raised to the second power plus 2. So we can go ahead and hit enter. Now in the next row, type 2 for iteration number 2 of Newton's method. And for this cell, we're going to use this formula up here to find the next x value. So that says equals this x value minus the result for f of x divided by the result for f prime of x. Then hit enter. Then what we can do is highlight these 2 cells and drag them down 1 row. Then the very last step is highlight the whole row for iteration 2 and simply drag this formula down for as many iterations as you would like to perform for Newton's method. So for this example, let's say we perform 10 iterations. What we can see is that the values in the x column are quickly converging towards 1.32827. So when our values in the x column are converging towards a specific number like this number is the root of our original equation. So I'll go ahead and highlight that cell just to make it obvious. So for this particular example, 1.32827 is the root of this original f of x equation. In other words, this is the value for x that when we plug it in here, we get an output of 0. So that's how you can use Newton's method to find the root of an equation in Excel.